Okay, it looks like I have quite a mess going on here. We need to still decorate for Christmas. Is it gonna happen? I hope we don't have. We're gonna have some tremors probably. Here, I'll try not to shake the camera, but we got. It's dusty. I haven't been in here. I I designed this so that it's modular and that the roof pieces can come up and stuff. But I've got walls clamped to the top right now, and we've got a Christmas display. I also use this as a standing desk, so it's this is a normal desk height. This is the whole, what is this, 14, 16 inches added, so it is a perfect height for a stand-up desk. But I made this modular so that I could lift this up, but I've got a rug up there. I've got a whole track system. It's not as easy to get in here. It's such a big diorama that it's really hard to get to the back. I do have openings on the sides behind the wall, so I can get in this way. And then I've got stuff stacked up around it. So one of the main reasons why on this channel I've been trying to declutter a lot of things is so to make it easier and just to have the best of the best. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bin, and I think I'm going to stuff it with this stuff so that I can give this deep cleaning. Now I have a small vacuum cleaner attachment that looks like a tiny little vacuum, but I don't think I'm going to be doing a fake vacuum. I mean, maybe in the future I could do that. That would be a fun video. Take my little hose and go around and clean. But it's really dusty in here, and it has gotten because I haven't been in here moving things around or doing anything. Oh yeah, and also when I'm working up here, I tend to use this space as storage, or when I'm to move something out of the way, I'll put it down here. So that's what happens, and especially during Christmas, what I did was I moved all the things that were in the front room. So I had everything set up how I really, really liked it. Oh yeah, this tabletop is super dusty. So what I usually do, I've got all of these things that I've collected and that I really, really like, and I have them in a certain place. I mean, they move around to a bit, but we will talk about this stuff as I throw it in the thing. This little bowl of limes, this is always being knocked over just by me knocking it when I'm working at the desk up above. So that really is not cool. And then there's some plastic from when I'm opening things that fell down here. I love these crates. We have to talk about this. A pair of glasses are supposed to be here. What else do I normally put here? And then I guess I have some bins of stuff, just like in real life, where I always have these bins floating around, where I have my projects in them, boxes of projects and stuff that I'm working on. But it's totally dusty. This is also in my window, why we have good lighting today. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this yet, but I think it's such a cool piece. It matches my aesthetic with the wrought iron black. I think it could be a lamp. I just don't know how to make it a lamp. Also, would be very good at Christmas time. It's like a candle snuffer from the Dollar Tree. But sometimes I don't even care what it is, if it's something or not. Just like this embroidery hoop looks like, like a kid's hula hoop, or a hula hoop, or what is or one of those wheels, the wagon wheels that the kids used to play with a stick back in my turn of the century time period. Anyway, I just stuck that back there because I like it so much, and I feel the same way about that. It looks like, maybe even something from the railway that I brought home and just stuck it in my house. Because I like it just as is, and I think it looks like a miniature. Okay, so I guess we have to, even this ivy I had the ivy on the back wall, and I wanted to decorate for Christmas. Oh yeah, that's the whole other part of this video too, is that maybe we could use some of my multitude of Christmas decorations right before Christmas. We could decorate. So if I clear everything out today and I clean it all up, and then I can put everything back in, and I really want to take everything out. I can't believe I haven't made the other ones of these chairs the whole point was to show you the prototype I made and to make another one so I could have two of them. And it was kind of easy to do, but it just kind of time consuming, weaving this back and forth on these bookends. Wait, no, I guess it's an easel, a mini easel. But I do really like how this chair turned out, and it does fit my aesthetic very nicely. But anyway, that needs to be dusted off. These Temu chairs I love. They are very low profile, they're very low, but olden days chairs were made like this, and then it made it work very well with these coffee tables that I never intended for it to be like a normal table, but it kind of works with this. And then these little flowers, I love these lilies so much, and just putting into one of these corked bottles from the dollar store transforms it into like a real vase. And I do have, like, you know, and I put the extra ones that I had in a bouquet. So this is definitely my favorite flower of choice, but that has to go too. I guess I'm just going to throw all of this in here. You got to see the setup. That was nice that we did do a little bit of tidying, and that's kind of normally how I even clean up my own house. I do more tidying than deep dusting, but we need to do a deep dust. So yeah, I don't think my bin's going to be big enough to keep everything in. I also think that we have to be careful with this. Probably have dust in my grains. Love this little thing. Love these things. These are silicone from those silicone packets. Silicone. Am I saying silicone funny? Silicone packets that are in with like little wood things and stuff that I get, and I always save them because you got, sometimes they're translucent and sometimes they're this color, and they just like, it could be dog food, it could be porridge, it could be grains. It doesn't matter. It's great. I fill the little jars with them too, with the corks. This has to go somewhere special where I don't knock it over. That's why I have it deep within. Let's just face it. I'm probably gonna knock it over anyway. Oh yeah, and can we mention? It's a large bowl, but it's so olden days. It's so my style. This is what I collect, bowls in real life like that, and I love them. Okay. Yeah, I think, oh yeah, I don't know if this stuff is gonna fit. So I do want to dust all this off. So I did a video on the sectional, I guess it was probably on the Too Hunky channel, where I just took some blocks and I made like my ideal perfect restoration hardware sofa. So yeah, you can check on Too Hunky for probably sofa. If you search for that, you'll see, but it's just blocks that I glued together over and over, these simple little, and it turned out to be like the perfect sofa ever. It's modern, but it's industrial, but it's kind of old-fashioned at the same time. This is my trick that I talk about all the time. These little jewelry bags, or they're just little bags. They come in an assortment of 3 sizes. You get a small, medium, and a large in a pack. Do I have examples of each? I guess I only have the large and the small here, and there's a size in between. And when I buy them anyway at my Dollarama in Canada, but I mean, it's a pretty common thing to get these little satchels. I stuff them with cotton balls, and I make them pillows, and this rustic fold over with the rope hanging off the side, little nautical touch, burlap sack kind of thing. It fits right into my olden days aesthetic, and I like it. What I do is I line up the cotton balls evenly in the pillows to keep them flat too. But I love these pillows, and I didn't know what to do with them, and I had so many of them, and I have them in so many different colors, and I keep buying more and more of them because now that I have the sofa, but they're dusty and I'm going to clean them off. And just like a real sectional, we've got different divisions, so it can all be split up and used as separate pieces too. And I did mean to make an extra chair. I was going to make a video of that, and who knows if we'll ever get around to that, but it'll happen. Okay, and then there's the ottoman that can also act as a, what do you call that? A lounge, or a of course I never can remember what to call these things when I'm pressured to. a whatever. You know what kind of piece of furniture this is. It's anyway, modular, cool piece of furniture. Reminds me of Restoration Hardware, which is my favorite furniture store in the world. Okay, and then we have a roots bag that just looks good on display. And am I going to keep this vine here? The vine isn't really falling properly. I think I need to pin it to the roof. But again, and I think I do that. I think what I do is I just jam it up through the top. But because I move these in and out, I guess I will put a pin. Normally I'll just put a pin around the windows. But also I wanted to get another one of these. This was very special from all of the other vines that I find because it was softer, and I did want to check this before buying a new one, and that's why I didn't. So this was a vine that was wrapped around an LED string of lights, and it's a softer material than most of the other vines. Usually they're plasticky, and I think now that I can confirm, I should maybe even take this with me in my pocket and peek to see it fits the same cloth one. I think I can see now. I took pictures, I remember, to make sure. So I just have to unwrap it from the LED light. I mean, a normal person would just keep the LED light, but I like how it looks like a nice piece of vegetation growing. And I want one for the front room here and one for the back room there. So that is how I will expand that. And yeah, it wouldn't be so bad if this falls down, if I have to move the roof pieces out. And also, I leaned a little too hard on one of these. You can see how I've come up with this little system where I made overlaps here. But over on the side there, I was like trying to reach something, and I leaned on here and cracked that. So I do need to clear all this stuff off and do a cleaning of that. Also, this piece of furniture has a drop cloth, tablecloth over the top of it, and I really want to do a deep cleaning of that. This is kind of a spring cleaning thing that you should do, but maybe you should do it you should probably definitely do it more than once a year. But I do want to get this off and throw all of the drop cloths into the washing machine. This ottoman, this is a fan favorite. Everybody comments on how they like that. It was just a little basket, which works out really nice as like a laundry basket or some kind of like a Moroccan design kind of basket. But it's amazing as a little ottoman. My bin is already filling up. This is my little collection of black things. Shout out to Val T for letting me have my camera from the Monster High set. So I like to turn this around. I found a vintage Barbie at a thrift store, and she had one shoe on, and it's such a nice design shoe. Why throw it out? I wanted to keep it, so it goes over here in my camera display. This Monster High camera, the film canister from the Monster High set. Oh my goodness, it's really dusty. And then this is from a National Geographic set. This camera is so nice, you can switch out the sides. Oh yeah, and then I added this new one from another Monster High accessory that we have this wrought iron rose. Really fits into the collection. What I did is I just stuck it in this Temu dress form, which I did get in 2 colors because I couldn't decide, but both work very well for me. Up here we have the white room, white plastic I do in the front, and then we do black plastic back there. Maybe I shouldn't put maybe I shouldn't put these limes in here because they're going to go all over the place. And we put those with the beads. And I don't think I have enough room for everything. If I put the big wooden furniture in here, I think that'll be easier to clean anyway. So I'm gonna just take that out of this bin because the bin is already filled up because of these giant pieces of furniture. So let me just get those out of the way for now. Oh my god, my rug is so nice. I forget about these things. Did I get another one of those? Yeah, I did. I bought some other. That's another part of the problem because I like the rug that I have there. Oh, we should try the Christmas rug down here. Okay, so it is really great that I am taking everything out because we can bring the red rug down in here and really switch things up for Christmas, just in time for Christmas to be over. And I'm just going to throw that in there, and all those things are going to fall. And then here is they sell gold hot glue, gold and silver hot glue at the Dollar Tree. And I used one of those silicone frame molds, and I made this frame, and I really like it, and I should be doing more silicone mold stuff. But yeah, this is my jam. So, and the frame is so nice. This is something that I totally do in real life too. I don't really like art per se. Well, I like art very, very much, but I don't really like to put it up in my home because my tastes and what I'm into changes so often. But it hasn't been the case for this place, because let's talk about some of the art. I guess maybe I can't afford the kind of art that I would want, which would be like really classic oil paintings from the 1800s. That's not true. You can probably get your hands on stuff like that. Anyway, I don't have a place to put art, and I use toys as my art right now, and that's what's up. But anyway, this was from the Dollar Tree, and I like the simplicity of it. I liked it as its scale is huge, as a huge painting in the house. So I thought it looks really expensive to me. It's a simple, really nice piece that's minimal, and I liked the art very much. Not all of the stuff that they have at the Dollar Tree. Sometimes they have gold stuff worked in, and I know that is some people's style, but definitely not mine, where they have some nice pieces, but they have some gold paint mixed in, and I just think that makes it look a little tacky. This is just really simple, giant piece of art, and I hung it. I think some galleries actually do this. Some museums actually use ropes and chains to hang things from the top. I just did it because I didn't want to put a hole in my wall, and I thought that it looked actually pretty cool. I've done that before in real life in my home, so I think it's pretty cool to do that, and it has an industrial feel and look that I like. But it is nice to clear all of this out and see my beautiful molded walls that I made. Okay, so let's put that on the side. Here is the other painting that is my favorite. I think we do have to go through my art collection. I don't think I did that one. I have a bin full of different panels and tiny art that I use as large art. But I want to clean this up. I love this painting. Again, it looks like a Renaissance painting, and it's beautiful, and from the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree in Canada, by the way, has gone up to $1.75. Now everything in the store is $1.75. I think food is $1. I think some food is $1.50, unfortunately. Also, we don't have the $5 Dollar Tree that you guys have in the States. Okay, this is definitely coming down. I don't know if I did a video on how I put these lanterns here, but I really wanted to put the lanterns up, but I wanted them to be removable. I weaved this vine through here. Well, I guess this is why I didn't want to take it out. Maybe I won't weave it through like that the next time. But I love these Temu. Oh no, these ones aren't. These are from. I don't think. One of you sent these to me. Not Michael's. It's one of the craft stores. Sorry, can't think properly. That we don't. Is it Michelle? No, I don't know. You probably know. Down in the comments, tell me the names of all of your craft stores that you buy stuff at. I tend to not like the craft store going to Michael's or anything, because the prices are so much more than buying the stuff at the dollar store. I like finding all of the stuff at the dollar store, and that's kind of the fun of creating things, is like seeing the vision in something else that is scaled for real life, but can it be something that fits into the mini world? Anyway, this is an actual mini, and I love it. It's because it's. Do I know that it's real glass? I'm pretty sure that that's real glass. I guess it doesn't matter if I can't tell. It's real metal, and it just looks, I have lanterns like this hanging in my house. So what I did was I took these Temu brackets actually came with other lanterns, and I just made a little, can you see? Maybe you can see better on that side. I'll take it both off. I made a little piece to keep it even, but what we have is I built these little, I don't want to move the camera in there. I think I probably did show you before. Anyway, I made a little place where I could slide these hooks into here on the wall. It actually looks kind of messy, unfortunately. I wanted to be able to take them off and on, but yeah, I'm really sad that this hinge doesn't actually work. It's a fake hinge. I was hoping that these would swing forward. They would definitely look better if I could swing the lanterns this way, but I could also just put an O-ring on here to make, because I really want to see the lanterns in this profile, but I've been just happy enough having them hang there. But yes, I probably will just get an O-ring so that you can see them from this profile, because I think that looks better. I was really hoping that this would move out. I couldn't decide to put them here or here, but I guess that doesn't look so bad. Should I bring you? Why don't I bring you inside? What is wrong with me? So, oh look, you can see one of my lanterns hanging on the wall, just like that. So, oh yeah, you're getting a good look at that. Look at my industrial roofs and stuff, which are the same as my floors. I am very proud of this place. It is my dream home, is what I created. So what I do is I made it so I glued just the edges down so I could slide this into here, and then I just slide in a little extra piece of wood in there to make it more symmetrical. I know, yeah, that does look pretty finished off. I think my one on the other side is a little bit more crooked, but it's better than just gluing it on there to give myself options. And I guess I would fill in the blank. And then industrial walls have all kinds of marks and stuff like that on there. It kind of mimics the marks on the wall, but whatever. Okay. Oh wow, I love seeing. You can see my chair and my wicker basket and my wooden beam shelves with the lanterns on them and the cotton curtains. So you can see what I like is definitely reflected in my miniature world, but it's a bit better. Oh, I think we have to bring the Christmas house down into the room. All right, we're not done emptying this room. Who knew that this video could be so long? Wait, it's not even that long. This isn't longer than my regular videos. All right, so I'm taking these out. We're gonna, I'm gonna deep clean. How it's so much easier to unstring like this. I'm gonna deep clean everything, but yeah, I guess I'll wipe everything down. I'll put my vacuum through there. I'll make sure I find my other little piece of wood. My two little pieces of wood that I cut. Who knew that they are something? Okay, and these rugs, these pot holder rugs, is that what they call them? I love these, especially these colors, but I did buy them in every color that was available. All of this stuff is from the dollar stores, either the Dollar Tree or, except those lanterns. I mean, some of the stuff's from Temu, but most of it, that's why this is a 1/6 thrift channel. Look at that clamp. Even this clamp I like. Geez, I love my stuff. I have really curated stuff. I think I've got, this is another one of those lilies. And then since we're on to the lily kick, I better be careful with this one because I carefully adjusted it. I love how I unwrapped the floral tape on the ends of the wire and it turned into buds or leaves. It turned out really, really well. Oh, it even looks like that there's some pollen in these. Lilies, daisies. I think lilies and daisies are the only flowers that I think are cool for the home. That's not necessarily true, but I'd have to say that lilies are totally one of the best flowers for your house. Classic home. Okay, so then I have this mini vase that I thrifted. This one it's from a thrift store. I love the color on it. Matches the greenery. You can see that. The only color that I really work into here is green, because plants are green, and I like that. And we're going to be working some red and green if I do the Christmas setup tomorrow. What else am I going to do tomorrow? So I guess tomorrow will be make this a Christmas room. But I do love this piece. One of my favorite little tiny ceramic pieces that I found. But I do have a whole huge ceramic collection, which I should be using more of that in here too, and pieces that I would never want to part with. So we will be looking at those again for sure. A little metal iron that somebody sent me these are from Germany. Hopefully they could be from anywhere though. Maybe they're British, but they're probably 1/12 scale, but they definitely work anyway. So a little scale that I keep over on the desk, and an iron that I wanted to keep out because it is really cool old-fashioned iron. So I just stuck it as a piece of ornamentry on the coffee table, which is super dusty. Look, you can see that that's super dusty. It's been a while since I've been down here. Okay. And then, okay. Let's pull out the other side table with this nautical pot, which I love this. I don't know what's going on with that. And I just stuffed it with some, here's some, I guess it's not flowers. Succulents and cactuses usually look really nice. This was one of the most realistic. I'm very particular about the green that I chose. Like I told you about this. You can get lots of different vines and stuff, but this one, the way that it was softer and the way that it hangs, that it's one of the better vines that I have found. I mean, it is the best vine that I've ever found. And the same is for this plant. I really liked it. And I just stuffed, these were like little branches on a bigger piece, I believe. And I just stuffed them in here at different levels. And I think it looks really nice. And this other thrifty pot find that was from a thrift store. So I always look to see if there's a tiny little pot that I like. Definitely one of my best finds too, besides that green pot. I guess I'll put that one aside to be more careful with. And another one of these, which I don't think I even mentioned in this video, at least. This is a Dollar Tree votive holder and a Dollarama coaster, and you can see how I glued it on. I am surprised. I'm always scared about glue really working, but have I dropped some of these? I don't know. I probably have. Anyway, the little glue dots on these that I've connected the wood to the metal has not come apart on any of them. I have 4 of these that I made. I had 4 coasters, and I made sure to get 4 of these. I also have gotten some of these in gold for other different tables, but I didn't glue them to anything because I do have all kinds of different kinds of tops that I like to interchange. Maybe I have some extra ones of these in black. That would be good too. Hopefully I do, because I do love them. All right, let's reach back in here. Oh, here's one of the things that was on one of the coffee tables. Another thrift find that's one of my favorite. I do have this in 2 colors. Oh, look, it's right here. I keep one on the desk, a more brass one. I guess it's a more tarnished one. And I found them in 2 different places, 2 very different places at 2 different times, both in my city, but one was from a flea market and one was from a thrift store, I believe. And both were a very, very good price. And I love them because that is the kind of lamp that fits into my aesthetic. I mean, it is just a chunk of metal, but it looks fantastic. And these really are my favorite things. These have been sitting here at the front room getting in the way. Magnet beer openers. I didn't buy these too long ago for opening pop cans or beer, I guess. I don't drink beer. Not interested in doing that. I don't like the taste of it. I don't like carbonated anything anyway. But I've considered removing that, but I don't I like the label. I like the font. I think it does look old-fashioned. These crates are amazing. It is too bad that they are like things fall through there and stuff. I mean, I could put like a little piece of paper. I could cut out cards, or even just probably find one of the pieces of wood that I have and just stick one in the bottom. I think maybe I might do that and stick one in the bottom of that. But right now I've just been using these as bins in the middle of the room to sort things, and you can see, I mean, that's what I do in real life. So this is definitely a reflection of my world. And tea bag tags. So what is this? Traditional medicinal. Oh wait, it probably says on the back of it. Wait, do I have some that aren't done? Oh, I have some waiting to go. I think I finished all of the teas, but it is kind of cute. Traditional medicinals. They all have to do with nature and plants, and they're quotes from famous people. And I just thought that they made really good clips. Oh, I talked about this on my vlog channel, where I used one of these clips to hold a toy on its plastic label that had come, its plastic bubble that had come off. But I love these because they look like little miniature clipboards, and I love miniature clipboards, again, because they're black metal and silver metal and wood and paper and all things that I like. So, I mean, I've been making a lot of these, which unfortunately these aren't the shape of a clipboard. I would prefer if they were a different shape, but I never did find little tiny pieces of board. But I used to hang these things on the wall, like clipboards with pictures on them sometimes, and you could do it all geometrically, so I thought about that. But for some reason, I just really like making these and collecting them, even though I don't do anything with them, and they just gather dust. But they're cute, and the sayings are nice and inspiring, and they kind of just look like a cool collection of stuff anyway, which is, yeah, that's art. That is my mini-me's version of art. Those are probably really dusty, need to clean off. And anyway, I bought a lot of those, and I also bought these in red. So these look so much like Christmas to me. Now if I bring out the red ones and I mix them all in together, that's going to definitely look like Christmas. Are we going to make this into Santa Claus's workshop? I don't know, maybe we will. I guess I'll put that out of the way, but I do have to fix that. And apparently I have these projects waiting to be added to other clipboards. See, so I've got my little bucket full of projects, one of these little bins. I use plastic bins for everything. Prefer translucent bins. I mean, plastic is not something that I like, but this is realistic and protective. And yeah, I've got all these papers and things to sort, and these tea tags to be distributed properly, and these have dust all over them too, so we really have to clean. These new bowls, which I kind of regret buying, because after I found these at Wow What a Deal, just another dollar store in my area. My hands are all dry too. Should moisturize. Should have a manicure before I do these videos. Whoa. I almost dropped everything. Then when I went back a few weeks later or a month later or something, they had ones that were even deeper. Maybe they're a different size. Anyway, maybe I will buy, I think they're $1.25 or something for 4. I think I will get the other ones too. But I mean, yeah, I can have more than 4 bowls. But I can't wait to do my little kitchen. I have put off making a kitchen for so long because I have in my mind this deluxe kitchen with like a whole, like it would have to be huge with all kinds of cabinetry and things. But the truth is, especially for this time period that I like to focus on, and especially for what I need and in the kitchen, I like a Pioneer kitchen. So I mean, just one simple panel with a few cupboards up the top, and then an island would be totally perfect for me. And I don't even, my ice box would be simple because we'd have an olden day ice box, and then where is it? Knocking stuff over. My simple, this is the faucet that I have ready for my sink. So, and then in real life, this is the faucet I would have for my sink. And I hope I didn't break anything just then. All right, let's clean up the front office. So I've got more little things for, wow, what a deal. These for the kitchen again. I've got these bins ready to put in the kitchen. Rolling pins. You had to buy a lot of rolling pins. Oh yeah, somebody said the idea of cutting them in two and making little peg people, which is kind of a good idea because I do collect peg people, but I already have enough peg people too. But I do like them just as is, and I can do different things with them, like this one, this butter churn is what I call this, even though it's a honey stick with a bucket from Dollar Tree, from Wow What a Deal. Wow What a Deal. And I just threw one of those in there because it's things that I like. Oh, here's a rarity. It's a real Barbie item. So there was some gold cutlery with one of the sets that I got. And that's kind of awesome. So kind of fits here. Most things are gold actually. In this room I do have some silver metal, but I would prefer everything to be like a brassy. Why is there only one knife? Did the set only come with one knife? Oh no, that's a big knife. Oh, I think this might have come with a different set. Or maybe, I don't know. I got 2 knives and 2 forks and a big knife. Anyway, that's really cool. And another bucket this bucket was from Wow What a Deal. Had a rope on it. I like it better without the rope on it. Where do I put that without messing it up? And then, oh yeah, butter churn we did. These came in so many different sizes. I have a lot of these too. I think I thrifted these, but you can get them from, I don't know, if you live in the States, there are somebody told me about this one store that sells all these little wooden things. But unfortunately the shipping to Canada is ridiculous, so it doesn't work for me. All right. Told you about that. I love that, just as beautiful old-fashioned wagon wheel fodder. And I got these tiny little nails that fell out of a piece of furniture that I bought from Wow What a Deal. I had a tiny little desk. Oh, I just heard one fall. And never get it back now. It probably fell between the floorboards. No, I don't want to vacuum it up. I kind of want to keep these little nails. I definitely have to put them somewhere though. More of these. My collection of 2. I'm not going to count them. My little collection of these bull pin. What are they called? Bull clips. And then and this stuff. I love this. Oh, this is a tea light from IKEA, but it does look like the cast iron pots and stuff. And I am still looking for the perfect stove for these, but I did thrift a couple pieces of these. So I have this nice cauldron here, which is a nice piece, and I have a big pot, and I got this ash scoop. But I would like to get, they used to make these little model cast iron stoves, and I don't know if the scale would be right. I think they made them in different scales, but the door-to-door salesman would bring these tiny cast iron stoves to sell to people to show you what you would be getting. And I think that they're so cool, and they used to be everywhere. I remember when I was a kid, I used to find and see them and play with them. I definitely had them in my house as well. They were a dime a dozen, but recently I haven't seen any, and I look all the time. Oh, I did buy one, but it's not the same thing. These had like little burners that you could lift out, and the fronts opened up. But I mean, I can't complain about this because it's actual cast iron potbelly stove, and it is definitely a good scale for me. It's just a little bit tiny, and I can't believe that I'm not using that in the diorama down here. I guess I could put it in the kitchen one, and the one that I found, of course, is missing the part, but I could just cut out the piece of disc, or I haven't found the right button or thing or little wooden piece to fit on the top of there. It could be anything. I could make it too, but I don't really need to, and it looks good. Or I can just put a pot right on top of the stove here. So possibilities are endless, and I am very happy to have found this. I can't believe that I don't use it. Okay, what else do we'll take out the Temu furniture. I just made these glasses. I guess I didn't do the best job. I think I put the other where I took them off of a Ken. They were attached to a special Ken. My glasses were all too small for Ken because they were for Barbie. But then I thrifted some Ken dolls, so you can see the little tab that were sticking to his head. I cut them off, but I don't know why I didn't better take another piece. But actually, those little tabs there actually help them stay on the head. So maybe that's a happy accident that I'm happy. All right, here's my bin full of clipboards ready to be tea-bagged. And then another empty bin. And then I showed you the bin of rolling pins. And then, oh, there is more stuff back here. Another Temu chair, which is one at the desk, one over there. And then the desk, the Temu desk. I mean, I don't really, support that kind of, usually the stuff that you get on Temu, I don't know, the standard of clothes and everything just doesn't live up to my standards. But I have to say that this table and chair combination is, it's perfect for what I like. And I love it. I love it so much. And then you can all see some of my other favorite pieces. A pencil sharpener typewriter. That's a pièce de résistance for the space. This is also a Temu cutting mat, which I love that for the project. It's also, that color green that I don't mind implementing in here. It has two different sides too, and I love how these look. I have bought some recently, large ones, real life ones, to use as backdrops for taking pictures, for Instagram and stuff. What are these? Teeny tinies? Mini minies. I don't know. I can't keep up with the names of these things. The ones from the Dollar Tree. I opened up a full set of them. So happy to get them. But we got this wooden plate. This is also something from Temu that I thought would work good for saucers that I have, but no. But it also is great for plates. So again, I can't wait to have like a mini kitchen where I would have this as an exposed shelves, and I'd have all these little wooden plates lined up. But I love that. And these are two of my favorite teeny tiny, I guess they're teeny tinies, I can't remember, but a croissant and a thing of chocolate. What a delicious little snack that is, sitting next to the table. And then we have a glass. Again, this is one of those tiny, it's smaller than this, these corked bottles. I really liked finding these ones, though, that don't look like the other corked bottles, the ones that we know so well because they're so common. These ones look a little different, and when you take out the cork, you have a nice glass, a nice simple glass, and a nice simple vase, again, with another one with lily inside, which those were the best flowers that I found at Dollorama. I'm so happy to find another one of these barrels. Came in 3 sizes. I'll show you the largest size, or is that the medium size in the back? I guess this is the largest size. Let me bring that in now, which I feel kind of bad about because I use the medium size for other things. But it's a shame not showing the extent of this plant, which I just wrapped some tape around there, because it definitely does look better in there. They don't make enough of those. I like that. But we have to settle for that, which also still looks good, because I love this big barrel. Actually, that's more of a... I could stuff it a little more. I don't know why I haven't done that. does look good. It's more of a safari kind of vibe. That does look better though. I might have to do some stuffing. This is good enough. I think I did do it really quickly, and that pot really isn't big enough for that. It just looks very nice. So when I choose these, I always choose the ones that have the most knots too, that I can see. Most people, when they want a piece of wooden, they try not to get any knots, but I like the character, and I love little barrels. I have a huge collection of barrels, ceramic and wood, and I don't know why. I guess everything can't fit in here, but I can show you some of the other. Here's a couple other, like this one. What an amazing! This should definitely be in my room. Maybe it'll come in for Christmas, but that is one of the most beautiful pieces that I own. I don't know what's going on. Maybe Jasper made this. And then this is like one of the regular Chinese little boxes that, you know, you can get from those wooden I don't know, I thrifted it. It's great. It can be an ottoman, it can be so many different things. It can be a little tuffet. Tuffet's the word that I'm looking for. These buckets, you can get those everywhere. I love them. I love them in silver. I love these white painted ones. Here's a little wire that I might use something for. Oh, and I just got some little extra lumber pieces in here. Which, guess what? They don't make these stir sticks anymore. I don't know what's up with that. They used to be everywhere. Now they make these really thick ones. But, I mean, I don't have very many of these left. And I use them so often for, maybe I use them all up. That's why there's a shortage for them. But they were just longer, and they're just really thin sticks. And I use them for so many things. But you can't buy them anymore. They do have some at Dollar Tree. They're a lot thicker, and they definitely could be used for other things. They're really nice. They could be used in other ways. But I really will miss, and I do really miss, but, well, actually, I have enough already. I've been using all of my scraps. I think some of my walls don't look as good because I've had to use like ones that were more bent up and stuff. Sometimes I think my wall is a little too industrial and a little too rudimentary, but sometimes I don't. Once I take out all of the stuff, it starts looking like a construction site. Anyway, more Temu stuff. Here's a little book that a friend of mine made before I don't know, I guess maybe it wasn't before I had toys, but it's really cute, and I just found it with my books. And my real books, and I was like, hey, I can just stick that in the thing. Here's a little passport that I really liked. Like Barbie does make official passports and stuff, but this one was in a, what do you call that? Those scrapbooking materials. I mean, I bought the scrapbook just to get this passport. I like the brown and the gold on it. And here's another little Temu supply. I've got a phone here. A very favorite little watery pitcher, and then a little china teacup. Unfortunately, it's got blue on it, which I'd like to turn around, but I don't really mind that so much, actually. The cobalt blue is a very old-fashioned thing to do to your pottery, too, so I don't mind that, but I do normally just turn that around so I don't see the blue. I don't really like blue in my house, and I never really figured out why, but I mean, if that's what speaks to me. A little playing card piece. So it's instructions that came with this little playing card set, which also, I had that. I showed you that in this bin full of papers. But I just put the one with the smallest print on it into the typewriter. Oh wow, it's got a working movable thing. So I thought that just looked cute hanging in there. Kind of matched. Let's dump all that stuff in here. It is super dusty. Needs to be cleaned off. Like this table a lot. Alright, the rugs that I've showed you, and there's more stuff back here. What else do I got? Okay. Whoa. I love these candlesticks so much. It's so funny that I have Castle Grayskull on there. That is an homage to what it's like in my real life. So I have all like antique things, and then I've got my plastic toys. just stuck in the middle of it. And I always had different things on these two pillars or other pillars. I love collecting these candlesticks. Usually they're like for Christmas, and they've got like holly and they're all junked up and stuff. And I have them in a few different colors. But these two off-white ones, probably my favorite because they're the perfect height. And it just looks expensive to have pillars in your house. It's kind of old money thing to do. Looks really good. And then I've tried many different things, plants, and I've got different statues and stuff that I like to rotate between what I put on here. Like, I have a couple, two little green, I've got 3 or 4. I think I got 3 of them. Angels that look so nice on here. And that's kind of what made me think to do this, because it's pretty much the same look. And I mean, they look like it makes my plastic Castle Grayskulls look like artwork. But we're gonna dust all that stuff off. I have been looking for pillars for so long. For years I was looking for pillars like this. I know that they do have similar plastic ones for cakes on Temu, but I don't know if anything would compare to these. They're brittle, and I have to be very careful with them. But these two are my favorite because of the height that they stand and the color of them, and the fact that I have 2 of them that are exactly the same. And yeah, I love them. And then 2 wonderful, 2 wonderful plastic accessories, but one is official Barbie. I can't believe the National Geographic set. Like, I reopened them recently, and I sold one of my sets, but there were so many useful accessories. I think because when they made the National Geographic set, they made everything in like real colors and not pink Barbie stuff. So like this telescope, like with my big windows and just having that in here, and it being an industrial loft and being a black metal, I mean, what a perfect piece for me to have. I love that. And just like the camera that I had over on the shelf there was a great piece. And they have great clothes too that came with those, even though some of it's printed on, but it was some great stuff. Wow, the base of that is really dusty. Dress form just looks amazing in my perfect for my aesthetic. And then my back. I'm getting back shocks. We better bend down. Oh no, we didn't like that angle. Just 2 little thrift finds. I wonder if these are chipped. Sometimes chips bother me. Just another little angels. These were, I would put the end of the vine coming out of those that went up around the arches. That's what I forgot, I guess, that I had these. Oh no, I'm losing my voice now because I've been talking so long. It's a good thing that we're done. I'm going to take out the rug too. We're going to do a thorough vacuuming of the loft. Isn't that great in mini life? How can you do this in real life? Clear out all the furniture? This is what I would like to do in different rooms. Clean out all the room, take the room out, and then put back the stuff that you actually love and keep. I know that everything that I took out of here, I'm going to put back. Maybe I won't put back all of the little miniature things. Maybe I'll put those away in my little divider containers. This is the one that I should show you. If you haven't checked out this video, I will be making more videos like this too, where I divide up my collection of things. But the latest one that I did was my purses. So yes, and I also do that with all of my other minis, and it is so much better and easier to see everything you have. Anyway, these are great little vases. I wanted to put pots back there, and then I wanted to put them on little stools and stuff, and I couldn't find. And then I guess I was looking through the miniatures and said, oh my goodness, I have the perfect little vases. We've got that Greek thing, the old money, a very expensive museum thing happening with that. What else? Oh yeah. But then recently I found these, so those could actually work too. I mean, I could use them in tandem. I could use them together. I really like finding these stools. These were from Wow What a Deal too. I think their intentional purpose is for 1/12 scale. I think it's supposed to be a real table, but for me, they're just like stools. I might wanna incorporate them together, but these pots already have feet. That's we don't need that extra. I'm trying to be a minimalist in here. All right, take the rugs out. I love these so much too, and they kind of hide the dividers that are in my floor, but that also looks like just a, so that's why I kind of keep those up front. And I'm not a big rug person in real life. Rugs are growing on me in more recent years, but when I designed this, I made it so that it would be segments, and I made it so you could pull out the pieces and make a 2-segment room, and you still can, but I just never do it, mostly because I have this desk up top that I love using, so who knew, but the whole point was for me to be able to take them and take 2 segments, put it away on the shelf over there, and then I'd have these little 2-segment rooms to use, and then any time that I wanted to make a big one. But since I set this up so perfectly, you saw how beautiful it was inside. It's my dream house. It's my dream Parisian industrial loft. Where do you get that? Okay, so I'm going to take out this rug, which is, little stone blocks. I don't know I think these might be for cooling drinks. I just put those on the corners. I put the pillars on the corners back there. It helps the rug from the corners do roll up on this, but it's a rug from the dollar store. So it's a what do you call that? A doormat. And just this tiny doormat, but it's a huge, beautiful grass rug, and they had different prints, and this design was so nice. So it's one of my favorite rugs. And I guess I'm going to have to wait until tomorrow to show you. But I've done a rug collection. Yeah, I've done a rug collection video on this channel. But here, let me take that out. And then the floors have shifted and stuff too. So it is good that I'm taking this all out. Will I get around to vacuum this all tonight? I guess yes. This is the project that I've bitten off. But you can see here we are at this big, empty, vacant loft, where I don't even have the windows open, but it is Christmas. Those windows open. Oh, that's what those boards were that were in the bucket. I used those to prop open the windows. But I loved that I designed those windows around these picture frames that I found at the Dollar Tree, and you can actually open the windows. Isn't that cool? In this industrial, in that industrial hinged in the middle way, and it's real glass and real metal, and that's what I love about them. So we cleaned out this loft. It is completely vacant. Yeah. Nothing left in there. We got a hole back here. We got a wall on this here. There's in segment number 2 back here. This doesn't have a side wall, so we can. Oh wait, you saw that already. I took you inside. Anyway, I guess that's enough for today. We got a lot of dusty things to clean out. I'm gonna have to take everything off the top too. I'm really happy with my ring lights that I constructed. I bought tripods and the ring lights separately. The ring lights came with really dinky stands, and I bought these tripods separately, and I love my new light setup. But still, my camera's not good enough quality for that. But I just thought I would mention that because I see them up there and I'm proud of them, even though they are plastic. All right, that's enough for today. All right, so tomorrow, hopefully, look how the light's shining in. It looks like there's a window there, and the light's cascading through the empty, beautiful loft. There's something to be said about an empty space that you like. It just, I always liked it. I mean, probably not I'm saying goodbye and then I'm here again. Not everybody walks into spaces that aren't done, but when I walk into an empty room, my mind starts racing about the different things that I could do and where I would put what. And actually, any room, it doesn't matter if it's filled with furniture, I clear out the furniture in my head and I think what I would do with the space. And we're going to do that tomorrow at Christmas time. I have so much Christmas stuff, so we should probably take advantage of that. Until tomorrow, it's possible that this promise won't be made, but hopefully by the next day, I got a lot of cleaning to do for here and for this video and for the mess I made from my other stuff. So we'll just see. There's a lot of, it looks really nice in there though. I'm happy with how it looks. Merry Christmas. I'll see you tomorrow for the 21st. We're almost there.